Yo, what's good, everyone? It's Chase coming at you with some quick S&P 500 and Bitcoin analysis plans for the open here. In case people are confused, S&P 500, SPX, SPY, ES, it's all the same shit, okay? I know a lot of people get confused with that. Anyway, let's just zoom out here. We're going to get right into the levels, right? So we have, this is obvious. We don't really need to talk about this, but just, yeah, this is a high time frame resistance now. We can see support, breakdown. This has turned into resistance. If you look at the lower time frame, you see a ton of, volume in here before we move down, okay? Origin of the move down. So this is high time frame resistance, but that's not even relevant for today. So anyway, we keep moving on. What caused us to break upwards? This daily demand right here. And then we have also on the left here, we have a swing low that we can keep an eye out, probably stops below here. And then we just had a bit of a range here develop and deviation below here. We can see that. This level is slightly adjusted just based off of recent data over to the right, and we'll look at that. But if I was looking at this and how we moved up, we could see we moved up into here, tried to flip it as support right here, eventually broke down, again flipped it as support, come down, support here, deviation there, support here, which sends us upwards, and then swing low. So this is my support level here that I'm interested in if we happen to start moving down. Hopefully below this liquidity, get into here, and this is my area of interest right now. Moving to the right now and lower time frame, I'll show you why this level was moved. When we're looking at our higher time frame stuff, right, we're typically looking from the left to the right, and when we're looking at lower time frame, we're typically looking from the right to the left, and we could see that we had a resistance here that caused the breakdown, and there's some confluence here with this as well. You could look at this as a bit of a range here, so we come in, put in a range high, and then we put in a range low. This is why, people's levels can often vary just a tiny bit, but a lot of it is pretty much the same thought process. Okay, so a range high, a range low, and pushes us upwards, right? And then if you look to the right, we have a resistance right here, and I just prefer to go with the most recent price action. So that's my resistance level for now. And we can see how this daily, this gray box, the daily demand all the way from over on the left, we can see how it served as support. We break down through it. It serves as resistance. It provides us with support back upwards, and then we break down right through it. That leads me to think that on the open, what I'm watching for, and typically I don't do these type of videos because lower time frame stuff can change drastically. We're still about an hour and 45 minutes off the open, so it's not necessarily... I wouldn't treat this as signal. I'd treat this more as education. If things go perfectly to plan, I'll obviously be trying to take some of these trades, but yeah, it's just a thought process for now. So what I think happens on open is I think we move up towards the resistance area, and my plan is simply to short the resistance area, clean break into this old range here, right? If we push back into this area, this is probably where I get out. But I'm looking for this to serve as resistance breakdown. That's just a quick scalp right there, nice and easy. Okay, you want to get in and out quick on the open, and typically your cleanest move comes right off the bat. I'll show you what I did yesterday real quick. We were yesterday's open. I forget exactly where it was, but I know that this was the basically volume area right here that sent us downwards, and I just took a quick short off of here. And my target was, let's see, I think my target was just simply this level. It actually pierced through, but it was an easy trade, right? You play the middle of the level. You had your stop above, and then your target was here, probably about 2 to 3 risk reward. Yeah, 3 risk reward right there. And it went through, right? But, you take quick profit. And then you could see from there what starts happening. It starts getting a lot more choppy. Starts deviating the level. In my opinion, you have the most eyes on the chart and the most participants right on the open, and that's typically when you get the cleanest move. So what I'm looking for is right on the open, a push into this resistance area right here, a rejection, and back down to this level right here. Simultaneously, we could be looking at Bitcoin, and we could think as ES is pushing up, Bitcoin could also be pushing up, and as confluent thought here, right? If ES pushes up into resistance, and Bitcoin pushes up and takes out all this liquidity here, look at all these highs, and then potentially deviation real quick and back down towards It's tough to say. I'm not sure how, if what type of day it's going to be yet. We have to see how it, looks on the open, but it might just be a simple scalp towards, that was a terrible line. It might just be a simple scalp towards here. Maybe we play it towards this low, or maybe we play it all the way back down to, these lows that never got swept. Pretty crazy that these never got swept. I mean, you did put a bit of a W bottom in here. I guess could have saw that coming probably on the retest right there. Yeah, that would have been clean. Not sure why I didn't see that. Anyway, so that's my plan for the open. Looking at ES to move up, find resistance and move back down. Looking for Bitcoin to take liquidity, move back down. Those are my opening, trade scenarios, thought process. Hopefully this is helpful, and see you guys next time.